I know. I understand. It's been a long, long time. Far longer than we wanted.
Yeah.
Probably far longer than you wanted for the people who anticipate this show.
Hell yeah.
We're sorry. But you know what was it that Mike said? Okay, it's not what he said. Well, he said I'm back, but we're back. Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Sorry, man. We took a trip to Puerto Rico and forgot what life was on the other side.
Yo,
but you know, we came back from Puerto Rico into hiatus. You know, real life set in.
Like,
you know, we had to adjust a little bit. But we're back. You know, I know we missed the finals,
bro.
We missed the off season.
It's finished.
We missed summer league. We missed the draft. We missed everything. We even missed the first 2 games of the regular season. I know.
Shout out to
but we're back. We're back. It feels good to be back though. Like.
Bro.
I like how you were saying before, like how like if we like itching at the bit. That's how I felt too. But we were just weighing, like we understood, like by the time, like no lie, for like by the time when we got to like a couple of weeks that we didn't do it, I was kind of like, all right, at this point we're just gonna come back when it feels right. Like, you know, when we're situated the right way to come back.
Thanks, bro.
And that's now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know, let's just kick it off. There's mad stuff to talk about. You know, we're gonna try to squeeze it in as best as we can. So, you know, the Bucks are champions coming into the year. They're the team with the bullseye. And shout out Giannis.
Respect.
You know,
respect Giannis for real.
And on top of Giannis coming off the championship, he's top 75 all time.
I give him that.
It's hard with a resume like his. It's just scary that the fact that he's 26 and he's already there.
Right. That's wild.
He's top 75 all time, and
That's
he's only 26. It's
wild.
kind of crazy.
You put that in perspective, yes, bro. What?
To think about it, his resume is as long as anybody.
Let's go, Giannis.
You know, shout out to him. When they won the championship, how you felt?
Truthfully, I was elated because Giannis won. Shout out to Giannis putting on for the 26-year-olds around the world. One different shit. Mahomes too, but for Drew Holiday, bro.
Yeah,
one man that finally. Chris Middleton too. He
came from
man. Second round draft pick, G League,
and always being the one to get killed when they lost in the playoffs.
Right.
You know, everybody just chomping at the bit to say, yo, he's not a good number 2, not a good number 2. And you saw me, like I always just tell people, like, listen, he's not the sexiest number 2, but he's a number 2. Like every time Giannis needed him, he was there. And shout out to Drew Holiday, like you were saying, because when I made that finals prediction, I said it. If Drew Holiday can play better than Chris Paul, they're gonna win. If Drew Holiday can play better than Chris Paul, if he can win his matchup against Chris Paul, they're gonna win. And they won, and that's exactly what he did.
And another thing too, we I don't know how many other pods had Phoenix in the beginning of the season, like making some noise. But hey,
we made some really good calls in that postseason though.
Definitely did, bro.
You calling Atlanta was gold,
bro. Yo.
You made it to the conference final. Like you calling Atlanta was actually gold.
Awesome,
you calling that they were gonna beat Philly was.
And just, Philly ain't been right since.
It ain't been right since. But we gonna talk about Philly though. That's a fact in a little bit. But when Milwaukee won, I was kind of like, wow, like that's like he could that guy Giannis could finally play without that damn monkey on his back, like
right.
Like he ain't gotta worry about none of that extra shit. I wanted Phoenix to win. Everybody knows I'm a huge Devin Booker fan, but
facts.
it was just. But I want to shout him out too because he gave it up in that postseason, and he gave it up in that finals.
What more you want from him? Bro?
What more do you want from him? I was so, and where I was just. Chris Paul played so good in that postseason, but he got to the finals, and I just felt like the guy tried to do a little too much. I think he felt the pressure. Bro. I think he felt the pressure of being in the finals.
CP?
Yeah, he felt the pressure of actually being in the finals. And they went up 2-0, and I think he felt the pressure, like, yo, they got to bring this one home. He didn't have to bring it home.
At all.
He didn't have to. He just had to keep making the right play.
So you noticed that they stopped playing Phoenix basketball,
They did stop.
Right.
Because and the thing is, I knew that they just weren't going to win anymore because Chris Paul was making ghastly mistakes. He was making poor choices. Right. And that's not like Chris Paul. So I'm like, They just might not have it.
Out of space,
you know what I'm saying? They just they got away from what they were good at.
Yeah.
You know, and they felt the pressure in the fourth quarter, and they, every time they got to the fourth, they was.
It was one. I forgot. I think it was a game 6, I believe. And like D-Book was doing a lot of ISO shit. I'm like, bro, this is how you.
And
lose.
it was like, but it was keeping them in the game,
right?
Until it didn't.
Until you get tired, it's over.
Because it's just like you're not gonna beat Milwaukee that way, just isolating the whole time. And even if it's working for you,
PJ Tucker, you got PJ Tucker there.
Yeah. At some point, they're gonna treat you like food. Like this, you're sitting there isolating Drew Holiday and PJ Tucker the whole time. It's just not. It's not it. You're seeing all those defenders. It's just not gonna work. But I was proud of them though, because nobody had them in the finals. Nobody had them in the finals. So it's just. It was a sight to see. I was happy for Devin Booker because now they could finally stop saying he's an empty stats guy.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They could finally they could finally like that's not the thing on him anymore. Like, oh, he's a empty stats guy. He just puts up good numbers on bad teams. Well, he was putting up big time numbers against all his opponents in the postseason.
Big time. Feel me?
He was big time.
Yes,
and it won't be his last one.
Oh, nah.
It won't be his last one. That kid works extremely hard. It won't be his last one.
I ain't gonna lie. After last season, D-Book officially deserved the nickname Lil Bean, bro.
Lil Bean. I forgot. I think it was the Denver series when he played Denver and he caught the N1 over Austin Rivers, and like I was just like, certified bucket boy.
Right. Yo, that's fire.
Yeah, like that's why I was like I put it on my IG story. I'm like certified bucket boy.
That's fire.
And I'm like, that's what I'm gonna call him from now on. He's just certified bucket boy, and that's it. CBB, certified bucket boy. That's what it is for him. Like and he's just phenomenal. But I think it's not gonna be his last one. I think Phoenix should keep their head up. Coming up to this season, they're keeping their core together. They brought back Chris Paul. They gave Mikal Bridges some money, which is good. They have to figure out DeAndre Ayton's situation because they don't want to give him the max.
You feel like he got greased? Or he's getting greased, or he got?
He had a really good postseason. He really did. But the thing is, you don't get the max unless you're Joel Embiid, Jokic, Cat, Adebayo.
Right.
In the regular season, he hasn't showed that
at all.
He's more or less how can I say, like in the regular season he reminds me of like DeAndre Ayton. I mean not DeAndre. Andre Drummond, just extremely more polished when he touches the ball. You know how right. How Andre Drummond is, like when he touches the ball, like he knows what he's doing. He just doesn't finish. Like Ayton gets the ball, he obviously knows what to do. Like I'm gonna dunk the ball, or if I'm like a couple feet away from the basket, I'm gonna put the hook shot up and I'm gonna make it. But he's not Embiid though. Like he's not a guy. I'm gonna give the ball 15 feet away from the basket. He's gonna face you up, or he's gonna take you in the post, do it, whatever. He has to show that first before he gets his max money.
Yeah, you're right. He's gotta feed him.
Because now under Chris Paul last year, he was more or less like when I touch the ball, it's because I'm really close to the basket and I can make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like Kat or like Joel Embiid or Jokic.
They say,
you know what I'm saying? Even though he played really well in the postseason against Nikola Jokic and against these players, like
he held his own.
Respect. But I gotta see it for a longer period of time because I'm paying you money throughout the year now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to get a max is crazy.
So what we really saying, DeAndre, and work on your consistency and your bag will be.
He has the bag. He has the bag because he came out of Arizona with it. He just has to let it go.
Right.
Let it go. Like, get the ball and I'm gonna shoot this fadeaway. Like you can't guard me. Like you gotta look at the opponent and be like, yo, you dead can't guard me.
I fuck with it.
That's cool. All he's missing. I think he gets his max contract. If he doesn't get it from Phoenix, he gets it from somebody else. But you want to get it from Phoenix because you got that extra year. So, and obviously they just came off of finals. Why would I want to leave that?
And you could build a name for. I don't know too many big men that came out of Phoenix, bro. And I ain't talking about Shaq. Shaq was there.
Their list doesn't really run that long. Before Ayton, it was Amari Stoudemire.
Right.
And before Amari Stoudemire, it was Charles Barkley.
So that's about it. That's the place you might want to build a little niche for yourself.
Yeah, you build a little niche for yourself, and you become one of the all-time great Phoenix Suns.
That's valid.
You know what I'm saying?
Things to think about.
you know. But that's the finals, and we jump into the off season. You know, off season was pretty crazy. It was crazier than I ever expected because it wasn't it wasn't a lot of people in free agency. The draft wasn't like 110% deep. Like it had players that you would like. There was some signings that had me head scratching.
I just got one thing. Why in the world do people think Westbrook's signing with the Lakers make them like end all? Oh, it's over. Like
I don't.
What?
It's all it's always weird. Russell Westbrook is such a weird case. Like not that I like to shame Russell Westbrook. It's just like I see through it.
Right.
Like I see through it. I like the triple doubles. It don't mean shit. Like you're just stockpiling stats. That's what you're doing. Like I tell people this all the time. It's like, bro, there's a reason why when Oscar Robertson did it, it lasted 40 years. Like people didn't do it because it's just it's hard to play that way and win.
Right.
It's extremely hard to play that way and win. Yeah, exactly. Like Russell Westbrook was doing it in OKC and he was a first round exit. Who cares? Stop doing it. Like you went to Washington and did it again.
First round exit.
And you were a playing team. And you lost in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't... And then you're going to go to LA and do the same thing? First of all, he shouldn't average a triple-double because he's playing with LeBron.
About that LA team, though, bro.
Like, and they 0-2, and he's like... He's such a weird case because you watch him play and you think he's the best point guard in the world.
What happened, Wes?
But he's not. And he gets a bucket against Phoenix. He's going like this. And you thinking like, yo, you thinking they up 15. No, you're down 20.
This nigga is 33. Acting like he's...
Yo, like you thinking like, bro, like you thinking he going like this. You think LA up 15. No, you look at the score, you lost by 20.
And that's my only knock on this like off-season signings. The other couple, you're right.
Trades and yeah.
I'm like, all right. But that one, I'm just like, all right, y'all. I don't see where this works.
The one that didn't make sense to me, although it made sense to a lot of people, it didn't make sense to me. DeMar DeRozan to the Bulls. It didn't make sense to me. The biggest reason it didn't make sense to me, it was two reasons it didn't make sense to me. The first one, it was 85 million reasons why it didn't make sense to me. $85 million. It was an insane amount. When I was reading articles about DeMar DeRozan's free agency, and people were getting ready to put him as a sixth man.
Yeah.
Like, there was people saying he should go to LA and come off the bench.
Oh, shit.
There was people that were saying that they wouldn't give DeMar DeRozan $7 million a year. But then here comes Chicago like, nah, here's 85. And I'm like, wait, so you're going to bring in DeMar DeRozan, who's basically... He's at the point in time in his career, coming off at San Antonio, where he thinks he's a point guard.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to blame him because he averaged 6 assists a game last year.
Look what Pop do to niggas, bro. Pop got niggas feel like they point guards.
So he's coming off, now he thinks he's a point guard, but then you gave him 85, but then you give Lonzo $80 million too. Right. So now you have Lonzo, you have DeMar, you have Zach LaVine, who needs the ball, and you need Vucevic. Now, through 2 games, Vucevic is the guy that's getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, facts. Why? Feed your big.
He's the guy that's getting the short end of the stick. He got 15 points both games, I believe.
Feed your big, bro.
15 points when this guy he's used to averaging 20, 22. Right. DeMar can't shoot threes, so he's not helping you spacing.
No.
I mean, he could create a play. He's going to make a tough mid-range basket. That's great.
How's Lonzo's shot nowadays?
He had a triple-double the other night. He's the first player in NBA history to have 3 triple-doubles. He had to have a triple-double on 3 different teams before the age of 24.
Gangster. Legendary shit, man.
So, Lonzo Ball, like, he's going to excel over there because it's Lonzo Ball. He could play basketball, bro. He's good at it. It's just, LaVine hasn't taken a step back, so I hope he doesn't take a step back throughout the year because he's right now, I think he's like 30 points the first 2 games.
And that's something that Jarvis brought a good point to me. And when we was in PR, we was talking about Chicago. He was like, this is why it might not work. Because he was saying DeMar still want to be that top dog. But this is Zach LaVine's team. So is Zach LaVine going to step up and say, nah, nigga, this is my team, stay getting line type shit? Or are they going to be kind of like...
Well, I think that, like, I don't think anybody's going to butt heads there because I think that DeMar understands that he's not the best player on the team. I think he just views himself as a catalyst to how good they can possibly be. But the thing is about Chicago is that they're going to score.
Yeah.
They're gonna score. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna score. But the problem is that they're gonna score 120 points and give up 130.
Facts.
That's their problem. Lonzo, everybody's so excited about the Bulls.
Vucevic and Lonzo, only niggas I can vouch for defensively.
No, Vucevic is a turntile on defense.
Right.
He's he can't guard nobody. Vucevic can't guard nobody. He's just big.
A disruptor, I should say.
Because of his size. He could walk into a block or two. He ain't stopping nobody on the island. Their best defenders are Alonzo Ball, Patrick Williams, and Alex Caruso.
I forgot about Patty. Dog, my fault, Patty.
Patrick Williams is... And you could argue he is their best defender overall, but even then, you ready to throw that kid at KD?
No, sorry.
You ready to throw that kid at
I love you too much, bro. No.
Middleton and Young? No, he's not ready for that.
I love you too much.
You know what I'm saying? You could try, but he's not ready for that kind of workload. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I saw a meme, not a meme, but a video of like how it said Bruce Bowen, the Kobe stopper, icing his knees, right? So it went to Ruben Patterson. So he had him, I forgot, he was on Portland.
Yeah.
Ruben Patterson on Portland. Kobe shooting from 3, top of the key, went around, made it. So to say, bro, nobody gonna stop you, my nigga. Like, you stop yourself, you feel me? So,
yeah, like when you're a stud, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. So it's like Chicago's gonna have that. Like, I was talking to my friends because they saw that I had the Bulls in the 8th seed. They was like, nah, Chicago's gonna be better than them. Like, I just don't know if, like, the other teams I have in front of them all play better defense than them. So they're all gonna play. And there's even a team like Indiana who I didn't have making the top 8. They play better defense than Chicago. I just think Chicago has just too much offense for them.
I'd be surprised if Indy don't beat out Chicago for that 8th spot.
It was tough to leave Indiana out of my predictions of the standings.
He's some shit, bro.
But it's just like, I think that it's gonna reach a point where Indiana is just too stale. That's why I didn't have him in the playoffs, because I just think that it's too stale.
I get you.
But like...
Is Karras back?
He's not back yet. You know what I'm saying? He's not back yet. That's a different dimension for them.
Okay.
And...
that's a young nucleus I could see.
They got a couple players in there.
I can see
They got to figure out... If they got to figure out what they want to do with Miles Turner and Sabonis. I feel like they're never going to figure it out for each other. Like, they're never going to figure it out as an organization until they pick one or the other.
Miles Turner got to go.
I'm letting go of Miles Turner too if I had the choice.
Here, I thought last year they was talks about him going to Boston and all that.
He was going everywhere apparently.
Right, so what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he dropped 40 the other night, but I saw that 40 piece and I'm like, man, he's gonna come back and drop like 8 points the next game. So it's Miles Turner's a weird case. But I'm not high on Chicago as everybody else.
Yeah.
Because I just don't. They're just not gonna play the defense. They're not gonna play the defense to really be taken serious.
I was a signing that you like. I get you.
It was just so it was a weird signing.
Couple people.
It was weird.
A little late hype to talk about. I'm like, okay.
Right. I didn't expect that. Like I didn't think and I was faking it. I'm like, oh, New York could use a guy like DeMar DeRozan, right? Like a guy who can come off a screen and know what to do with the ball, know how to pass the ball.
Nah.
But then I saw 85. I'm like, I'm glad we ain't getting that sweepstakes.
Say, RJ, you better learn that right there.
You learn. Learn. Because I'm not paying $85 million when I can have you do it. I have you do it for like a tenth of the time, a tenth of the money. So like the offseason was pretty. It was nuts. Like I liked a lot of the moves. Like there was other weird moves too, like Dennis Schroeder, like going to Boston and stuff like that, and it was a lot of weird moves. Like I like what the Knicks did because they kept all their whole nucleus in time, and then they was able to snag Kemba Walker for the low, which was pretty cool.
Dennis bum ass Schroeder.
Yeah, people just said they're like, oh yeah, like he's gonna help Boston a lot. No, he's not.
Oh, did y'all not see what happened in that Knicks game? He was a fucking liability, bro. Like, he was a liability every time.
I was watching the game. And I'm like, yo, is this the guy that Boston think gonna solve their problems? No, y'all need a legitimate point guard, not no guy that over here had a decent year. Like what y'all did was y'all said to yourselves, like, all right, we're gonna bring in a point guard that like has the confidence of Marcus Smart, but he's not Marcus Smart.
Not at all.
Like it was just weird. Like the Dennis Schroeder signing was weird. I felt Boston needed a better point than that. There was teams that made some solid moves. Like
Portland too.
You know, Portland. It's just hard. I'll give them the credit because they like doing whatever it takes to build a decent team around Dame. I just don't think they. I just don't. It's not hitting for me though.
It's
like,
not
you
hitting.
know, it's not hitting for me.
I hear you.
It's not. It's just. I just don't see that raw. I'm like, yo. I think it might be time.
Blow it up.
I think it might be time. To me, it's not gonna be a serious move until they trade C.J. McCollum. If you're really serious about retooling this team, you're gonna trade C.J. McCollum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not because you know C.J. whack or whatever, but it's like it's stale. It's not working. It's not working. And
it's 10 years now. And niggas still ain't cracked the finals.
Yeah, like, you know, it's like, you know, the conference finals is as far as you're going to get in this Western Conference. It's just other teams that are just really fucking good.
Significantly better.
Yeah, Utah is significantly better. Phoenix is significantly better. Denver is significantly better.
Denver, listen, now Michael Porter got a little year under his belt, playoff experience.
Well, he's came out the gate looking like garbage, but yeah, I'm going to give him time. I'm not big on Michael Porter Jr. as a lot of people. Like, I don't think Michael Porter's gonna turn into this 25 point per game guy. I don't think he's gonna be that. I think
take a couple years.
You know, it might take if he figures it out, maybe. But I think, like, you know, they have Jokic, they have Jamal Murray. Those are the 25 point per game guys.
You know, I see him as like Otto Porter before.
Well, Otto Porter was supposed to be in the league. Right. Yeah, he's supposed to be in the league. Yeah, because he was supposed to be such a problem. And he never turned out to be that way. But he became a lethal shooter. I give him credit. And, you know, Michael Porter Jr. is a lethal shooter.
I respect it.
And, you know, he just, you know, I could see that in his future. You know? But, like, there's just teams that are significantly better than Portland. So they were making these moves, and I just wasn't sold. I'm like, this is not moving the needle.
Portland.
You know? Yeah, you know, LA bringing back all the guys that helped them win the championship was interesting. You know, so that you bring back Howard, you bring back Rondo.
Man's JaVale, bro.
You know, and they didn't bring back JaVale though. It's crazy. But they bring in Carmelo Anthony. They bring in Trevor Ariza. They bring in Malik Monk. They bring in
Kendrick Nunn.
They bring in Kendrick. I forgot Kendrick Nunn was there.
He's nasty.
They bring in a bunch of dudes, and I'm just asking myself, like, okay, how is this gonna work? Like, they're the oldest team in the league by far. Like, can they really win a championship this way? And I just don't know. But I like, you know, I think it's worth trying.
I really don't think so.
You know, because I mean, the Clippers, they're down Kawhi Leonard, and they're probably gonna be down Kawhi Leonard the entire season. Because, you know, somebody brought it to my attention, like, if you think about how Kawhi is, he doesn't come back from injury unless he's 110%. Right. So he's probably not going to reach 110% at all this whole year.
Not at all. Yeah. So
the Clippers are going to come down, but I believe in Paul George, at least in the regular season. Oh. You know, and he was my first pick in my fantasy draft, so he has to give me a good year. He has to give me a good year.
Right there.
Yeah, like, he has to give me a good year. I drafted him 9th overall. He better give me a good fucking year.
PG,
you know,
he better tweak my board.
He better go crazy. But I think that the Clippers are still. I even think the Clippers are a better team than Portland. You know,
still, yeah.
You know, so there's teams out in West that you got to figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like another team that was just moving weird is the Pelicans. Bro. Like, I've never seen a team trying to get, like, I've never seen a team just be. They're so incompetent. they're so incompetent. You have one job, and it's to make sure that big ass kid is happy. Bro. And they don't do it. It's so weird to me, bro.
So now they signed Valanciunas.
They make the trade for Valanciunas, and it's like, what's the difference? Besides the fact that Valanciunas, when he has the ball in his hand down low, he knows what to do, okay. But he still clogs the lane.
Right.
He doesn't shoot threes. He might have a mid-range jump shot, but ain't the point is to give Zion space, Brandon Ingram space.
Somebody explain.
You let Lonzo walk, who shoots threes at an enormous clip, to play who at point guard? Like, Devontae Graham.
And you got rid of EB.
And you got rid of EB, but that's fine. EB can go because he's better off on a contender. But you bring in Devontae Graham, but Devontae Graham is more so a backup.
Right.
So, but he's gonna play starter minutes, and then Kyra Lewis Jr. is the backup. But Kyra Lewis Jr. ain't get much PT last year. So what are we really doing?
Right. This is bad. No, what's up, bro? What's up?
I mean, I don't know.
You see why AD walked. Now you see why. Yeah, what's up, bro?
Now I see why Zion Williamson over 300 pounds, because I would be 300 pounds too. I ain't playing on this fucking team.
Yeah, niggas is tripping.
Yeah, y'all losing me.
I'm about to go on the beach.
A lot of teams are moving just so weird. Like, you know, it's weird because I feel like a lot of these teams feel like they could contend, but they're not.
Yeah.
And I've never been the type of person to like try to enjoy like, you know, like cheap playoff runs. What's the point of going in once?
Right.
You know, or what's the point of just like limiting yourself to just be a first round exit?
Miami.
You know, but at least Miami could go every year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Miami could go every year,
I'm
so it's worth
excited.
it.
Oh, that's what we didn't talk about. Kyle Lowry.
Kyle, you listen.
Facts.
Yo, you know me. What I said before, you know, we went on hiatus, like that the Knicks should have been ready. Like, Knicks fans should be ready at the idea of Kyle Lowry, but God bless, because I wasn't paying him $100 million.
Yeah, ain't gonna lie.
Well, I think it was 90. Let me be fair, like 90, 95. But I wasn't paying him that much money either.
They set him off to retirement, right, man.
Man, that's the first guy to already come into Miami with a BBL.
Yo!
That's a fact. He ain't have to worry about that when he came to Miami. That's a fact. But he wasn't worth that price point to me, but he was worth it to Miami. But he's gonna make Miami better. He's gonna make Miami better. He's gonna make him even more so dogs. If he can stay healthy, he's good. He's ran into a couple injuries these last couple years.
Still there now.
Nah, they shipped him off to Toronto to make space for him.
Right.
So yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of movement going on. Like, I know another thing. Like, I'm still surprised that Pascal Siakam is a Raptor. Now we mentioned the Raptors, because Scotty Barnes just came for 25 and 13 last night.
Scotty
and he plays power forward. Yo, what's the point of keeping Pascal? Trade him.
Bye, Pascal.
Send him to Sacramento. Can one of these teams send their player to Sacramento? Can Ben Simmons go there?
Nobody.
Can Pascal go there? Somebody go to Sacramento real quick. Somebody go to Sacramento so De'Aaron Fox could at least enjoy playing basketball again. I feel like that kid don't enjoy playing basketball. That kid putting up 25, he just there like, damn, it's all I could do. Cause we not winning. Bro. We not winning. We think we gonna win.
Bro, I be like, yo, poor broski, man.
Poor bro. Like, yo, somebody send Ben Simmons to OKC or something.
That would be
Get some help. Get these kids some help. SGA about to have he's come out the gate a little rough too. But it could be a rough season for him, bro, because, OKC is really a dungeon, bro. Ain't nobody there.
No one.
There's nobody there. Derek Favors is the only other recognizable face I see there.
Oh, shit.
Derek Favors. And he not even going to play.
Yo, save my man.
Save SGA, man. SGA for president. Save him, man. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the offseason was weird too. But with that said, like, let's move on past the offseason. Right, and we could talk about, the newcomers, the newcoming kids.
So we gonna be right back, y'all.
Facts.
You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Alright, man.
Yeah, man. So there's new kids in town. You got Cade Cunningham.
I respect it.
Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Suggs, Scotty Barnes. You even got surprising guys like Josh Giddey. Yeah, you got surprising dudes. Your boy Josh Christopher is a Hawk.
Yeah. Let's see what my boy can do.
No, he's not a Hawk. He's a Rocket. Or am I bugging?
No, you're right.
He's a Rocket.
Jalen Green and Josh Christopher.
Rockets, yes. Yeah, so he's a Rocket.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So there was...
That's green light too, low key.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of... So, like, honestly, when I made my predictions, I think for me, Rookie of the Year was pretty easy. To me, it's Jalen Green. And there's no slant. You know how I feel about Cade Cunningham. I love the kid. Right. I think he's gonna like really shape shift Detroit. But we give the award to the guy with the greenest light. Yes. And so the greenest light is gonna be Jalen Green, unless Evan Mobley somehow, some way, just like turns up.
Speaking of green light, I wanted to bring up our former or previous Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball. I ain't gonna lie.
Easy choice.
That's one dude I'm telling people to look out for. Him, Ja, Trae Young, 3-point guards under 25 that Niggas gotta look out for coming.
Man. And now it's time to see if maybe like, you know, like if Cade or like Jalen Green can throw themselves in that same bag.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough to have the impact that LaMelo Ball had, like, cause I think like he's just like I never see the kid be so fun to watch, like, and it's like he's like so fun to watch, and it's so crazy because like you hear him like on social media and like talking and stuff, and he's really a kid.
Yeah,
he's a kid.
I love
like
that shit.
He speaks like a high school kid.
He's the youngest brother too.
Yeah, so it's like he speaks like such a high school kid, but he's gonna go on the court and he's on triple double watch. Like it's so funny to me.
If you want,
it's so hilarious. Like, so I think that, you know, maybe a guy like Cade Cunningham could throw his name in that list. Jalen Green can enter the list of the Donovan Mitchells and the Devin Bookers. Maybe someday, the way that they play, I try to like separate the young guys based off how they play. But I'm excited to see how some of these guys are. Like, I'm excited for Cade because I want to see if he could really change the life in Detroit, because Detroit's a shit show.
Jeremy Grant trying his hardest.
Yeah, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And like, you know, yeah, he trying, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And Jeremy Grant, another nigga I got him on my fantasy team. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I got him on my fantasy. I'm like, listen, if he gonna score 25 a night, fuck it. Like, give me that 25 a night with some steals and some blocks, I'm with it. But I'm very interested to see if Cade can really change the outlook. Because he got good players. Like Detroit, the thing is they suck, yeah, because they're young. Right. Not because they don't have talent. Cade is talented. Killian Hayes, if he can stay healthy, damn it, if he can stay healthy, he's talented. You know, they got Isaiah Stewart. That's another talented guy. They actually getting good production out of Josh Jackson.
Right, I was about to say, they got Josh,
they got Jackson. Diallo playing all right over there. Yeah, he playing out. They got a couple guys over there, and they actually playing well. You know, they staying together. So I'm like, I want to see if he can actually change the culture around there. I'm interested in seeing Jalen Green because I want to see how bright that green light shines. That's what I want to see. Sometimes. Maybe he go for 50 one of these games in the season. You never know.
You need to give Gilbert Arenas, bro. One of the ISO like kings.
Man, like he's shifty. Like it's like when he does his crossover and transition, or he has like a full head of steam. It's like he literally takes the ball from one and he just shifts the other way. And it's just like he's like really just moving a whole.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
It's crazy. And then you got it's him and Kevin Porter. I gotta find out a nickname for them. Porter too. I gotta find out a nickname for them because those are just buckets,
bro.
Those are two young buckets.
Cleveland, I get it. Dude was, you know, he hadn't even have his mind right.
He had his problems, but you know, again, when you're a shit show organization like the Cleveland Cavaliers are. That's the type of shit that happens.
Right.
He went to a situation that you trade him into a situation where Houston obviously just looking at him like, we want you to play basketball. Like, we want you to be on the court. We want you to be present.
What do you need?
And look at how like Houston brought him in. And yeah, Kevin Porter could have been like, well, I'm not going no G League.
Right.
I could get buckets here. But they told him go to the G League real quick. You know, get into the rhythm and swing and things. You haven't played ball.
Right.
And then come to us. And he did that. He was averaging 24, 6, and like 5 and 6 in the G League. He came in. He had a little 50 piece against the Bucks.
Facts.
He gave Middleton 50. 50.
KP.
50. So you know, Houston. I love. Honestly, I love what Houston did in the draft. So I love what they did in the draft. So I think that, you know, there's not. It's really hard for a team to trade their franchise player and then bounce back the way that they did with the players that they got. So it's gonna be interesting to see, like, how much buckets they gonna get. Like, I want to see how good that duo is. Matter of fact, like, I was shopping online, right? Like, and I came across a NBA Jam shirt.
Heard.
And I got the Houston Rocket one with KPJ and Jalen Green. So I was just like, I had to get it. I had to get it. Cause I'm like, oh, bro, this duo is so fire. Like,
legendary shirt.
Like it's fire. Like, they two real young cats that just get buckets all the time. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, I'm really excited. Like,
That's a fire shirt, bro.
Yeah, like I can't wait to have it. I'm not gonna lie, like it was just really a fire shirt. I had to,
man, Rockets,
but
bro.
you know, they're gonna be fine. Like they really gonna be straight. Like I want to see what these young guys can bring into the table. Like, you know, there's plenty of opportunity, a lot of opportunity.
I'm really, like I'm saying, that's fine. I don't really believe in Detroit.
Organization sucks. I get it. Like, you have every right to say that.
So, like,
you have every right to say that.
You saw what they did with Blake. I'm not saying Blake is a culture changer, but
you know,
damn, bro, the nigga was trying his hardest.
But it's also different when you're trying to when you're trying to be an organization that's trying to win games, as opposed to understanding that you're not gonna win. So just tear it down, and then with Detroit, like, actually tearing it down, sports teams hate to rebuild, but shit, when the fan base wants you to do it, it's refreshing. Because now I have a new set of kids to root for. Now Detroit can actually have people to root for. They don't gotta sit there and watch Andre Drummond all day,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about this real quick. Listen to the kids out there. If you finally doing something you love, make sure you continue to do it, because the minute you lose that love, you out the door. This is a business. Once you get to a certain level, you at a business. Andre Drummond, come on, my nigga.
Yeah.
It's a business, bro. What are you doing?
That's exactly what it is. Like, and so, it's all about just embracing the rebuild. Like Orlando's gonna stink, but they can embrace the rebuild. They got a couple guys: Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz gonna come back.
They got Jalen Suggs.
They have Suggs.
Oh,
so it's
that's a good backcourt.
Yeah, you got Suggs, you got Suggs and you got Suggs and Fultz when Fultz comes back. And then Cole Anthony's your sixth man.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that's worth rooting for. Mo Bamba getting minutes, and Mo Bamba look good. He spent 2 years just sitting there not doing nothing because they were trying to win games.
Right.
See what happens when you're trying to win. When you're trying to win unnecessary game, you're trying to push for AFC. Don't push for no AFC. You gotta push to actually be a contender. And how you gonna contend? By getting good players. How you get good players? There's 3 ways to get good players. You trade for them, you sign them, or you draft them.
Right. Trade,
and ain't nobody signing in Orlando. We know that. Before they decided to rack up on these kids, they didn't have nothing to trade. So now you got to draft. If you want to draft good players, what you got to be? Bad.
Bro, name one nigga that signed to Orlando.
Who went to Orlando?
In the last 20.
Rashard Lewis? Maybe. Did he get traded to Orlando? You got traded to Orlando, right? They just re-signed him, right? He don't even count.
No, that's a good point. In the past 20 years, if y'all could name anybody that's signed to Orlando, listen, we got something for you. But
we got something for you. Like Orlando, nobody's signing over there. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's signing over there. So you have to grow organically, and you grow organically by drafting. And in order to get the really good players, you gotta be really bad.
But like, to your credit with that, to your point with that, like, so with OKC 10 years ago, we were saying, yo, shout out to the organization. They really drafted blah, blah, blah. What happened now? What's going on now with that?
Like, it's like, I think OKC's at a point where I think they're kind of overdoing it with the draft picks now. I don't think they need this many, but they have enough ammunition to go do whatever they want. Now, if there's a disgruntled star, I have 100 million draft picks. I could go get them. So it's smart business, but you kind of also, you get to a point like, this is SGA's third year, right? His third year. You kind of want him to start winning a little bit.
Right.
Like, okay, you're not going to win 40 games, 30. Let's try to push for 30, 35. Right. So that way he could see that progression and keep himself hungry.
You think teams, like, do that type of trajectory?
You're supposed to. Because rebuilds usually take 5 years. When you fully tear down, they take 5 years.
Philly.
Right? The worst team, you go from whatever you went to the worst team in the league. You draft your kid, right? You hope that the kid you took is a franchise changer.
Right.
Okay. Next year, you're bad. You get another high pick. You draft his co-star. Right? Now, you come back again. You're hoping that they fit well. They catch a groove. And they win a little bit. You're still going to be in the lottery, but you're winning a little. Now you're not drafting in the top 5. You're drafting 10 to 12. Feel me? You're like 8 to 12. You feel me?
Gotcha.
And then you draft the third dude. The guy, maybe he's the bench player or whatever. This is where you draft Mikal Bridges in the third year of the rebuild. You draft Mikal Bridges. Now you have your nucleus. And after you draft Mikal Bridges, you sign a person here.
Right.
You sign a vet here, a vet there. Now we're trying to win basketball games. Now we're trying to get to the point where we're winning. We're taking games seriously. Right. There's no such we only take moral victories against the championship teams, the teams that are clearly better than us.
And we got no chance.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But we're learning. And guess what? And then the kids are remaining hungry. Now you get to year 4 of the rebuild.
Yeah, year 4, y'all gang.
Now we're pushing for 500, maybe an 8th seed. And in year 5 of the rebuild, that's it. There's no more. We're winning games. There's no more moral victories. There's no nothing. We're winning games. We're here because you're at year 5 of the rebuild. You should know who your franchise player is. You should have his sidekick. You should have the Mikal Bridges per se,
right?
The expensive role player, and then you have money to sign veteran players.
You hear that, y'all?
By the time you reach year 5 of the rebuild, you should be competing.
Talk. This is what GMs got to deal with, but I don't know if they're really doing that type of shit, bro.
No, because you have teams like Sacramento that haven't been in the postseason in like 15 years, and that's the reason why, because they don't get it right. Because they don't get it right. No funny shit. Like once you realize that you have to tear it down, it should only last you 5 years. If it lasts you more than 5 years, you're either not drafting correctly, you're not signing the right players, or you just don't have the right people in office.
Stop knocking. One thing we got to stop doing is knocking players that are demanding trades from these teams. Like if De'Aaron Fox demanded a trade tomorrow, I'm not saying he would.
He's fine,
but respect.
He deserves it.
Right.
Why? Because at the end of the day, yes, you know me, I'm always a guy that's huge on being loyal and stuff like that. It's different when you're being loyal to a team that does not get it right. Because yes, be loyal to a team if they're trying for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
if they're legitimately trying for you, trying to put you in the best place to succeed, they're trying. Stay loyal. What you leaving for? Right. And you know me, listen. If you really want to be in a different situation, then don't sign your rookie max. Don't sign it. But guess what you're gonna do? Sign your rookie max. Why? Because you're like 22 years old. You're gonna say no to $150 million.
Hey, come on, don't do it. You gonna get the bag. Don't even look. They ain't pay you. Fine. Keep going. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I always feel like the young guys who come out and complain about their situations is weird to me, because you're one of the, when you were drafted number 1 overall, where did you think you were going? You thought you were going to Golden State? No. Shit show.
You thought you were going to the Lakers? No. You're going to a bad team.
Shit show.
And they're drafting you because they want you to change shit.
Right.
So I don't like when young players are being impatient. Let me say that. Don't be impatient.
I get you.
Feel me? A guy like Karl Anthony Towns, yes, if he asks for a trade tomorrow, I do not blame him. Why? Because how many coaches he's ran through? How many people in the front office he's ran through?
Yo, I could count on my fingers how many times we said the word Timberwolves last season. So, yes.
You know, how many coaches he's been through? How many front office people he done seen came and went? How many players he's seen? How many teammates he's seen come and
facts.
go?
No. Facts. He had a nucleus. Now he got some new nucleus.
He came in, and it was him, Levine, and Wiggins. Then it became Wiggins, Jimmy Butler, and him.
Right.
Then it was just him. Then they brought him D'Lo. Now it's him, D'Lo, and Ant Edwards. Shout out to Ant Edwards, because that kid is a beast.
Ant-Man is nasty.
That kid is a beast. Maybe now they finally got it right. But the kid has every reason to feel the way he did. I'm not sure if you saw on Media Day, before the season started, on Media Day, when he had his interview and he let the organization have it. Like, he dead said, like, listen, I've been scapegoated on this team. Like, I've had, you know, just a bunch of players come in and out. I haven't had a chance to get no chemistry here. Like,
and once Levine was alright, they traded the nigga.
Yeah, he's like, there's no stability. I haven't dealt with any stability since I've been here, right. And it's hard to feel. And how can you not feel for the motherfucker? He lost his mom to COVID, right. Everything. Man, nobody's been through that kind of plate.
Yeah, still ain't like giving me
and
no
the
food.
Funny shit is, nobody's been through what he's been through, and the motherfucker still comes out averages 25, 10, and 5. The man is playing basketball depressed, and he still could drop 25 a night, 10 rebounds, give you 4 assists, and shoot 40% from 3.
You think about that shit? That shit really wild.
So, and then you have everybody just criticizing him all the time. It's like, how you criticizing him? Nobody's going through what he's going through. And from a personal standpoint and from a basketball standpoint, he's getting trashed by guys that he's not that he's better than.
Right.
He's better than.
That's why, like, him. I understand Dame. Dame's a little older, so he has like the mental capacity to, like, you know what, I'm gonna see this through. But like, I get it with players being disgruntled, bro. Like, yo, I'm not gonna waste my youth with y'all. Like, yeah, like,
he has every reason to demand a trade. Every reason.
Now I'm old. I'm damaged goods. I'm this.
Yeah,
now I can't
like,
win.
I'm not gonna stay loyal, and I'm gonna waste my prime years, and y'all not trying to help me out. Now they seem to try. They look like they're trying to get it right because D'Angelo Russell's healthy, and hopefully he has a good year. And Edwards is about to take this leap of faith and become one of the best 2 guards in the league because this kid is wild. This kid is wild.
I love it here.
Yo, he is just crazy. You saw the other day he told the Rockets coach, call timeout.
Bro, this nigga.
He boomed the 3, just looked at it like, yo, call a timeout. Call a timeout.
Circle up, yo.
You know, it's like he's such a character. Like, maybe Minnesota gets it right, you know, but you know, when you playing in a shit show organization, that's what happens to you. Rebuilding takes 5 years when you fully tear it down.
Get you.
Takes 5 years. And if you reach the year 5 and you still haven't figured it out, something's going wrong in the front office. That means somebody's not scouting the right way. Somebody's not making the right decisions when they're signing these contracts. Right. Some of them, y'all just making poor choices. Sacramento's a team that just made poor choices. Because, damn, look, they had a rookie of the year in Tyreke Evans. That came and went. They drafted DeMarcus Cousins. That came and went. They got De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, in a matter of 10 years, though.
They got De'Aaron Fox.
That's
It's
facts.
looking like it's coming and going.
Yo.
They took Tyrese Halliburton and everybody loved him like sliced bread, but he's not going to take him nowhere. Nah, he's not going to take him nowhere.
No disrespect, Tyrese.
Yeah, no disrespect,
small,
bro. But it's like, we know who really going to gravitate, who's going to change the moral of the story for these franchises. Right. And, you know, Sacramento had a couple of those guys.
Nah,
they just couldn't keep it afloat.
I remember I met Tyreke Evans.
look at the Pelicans. Who, you tell me, bro.
That's true.
You draft Anthony Davis, right? You went nowhere. You signed Jrue Holiday to help him out. Jrue Holiday's a good player, bro.
Jrue Holiday just won a chip.
He just won a chip. He's a good player. Now so Anthony Davis don't want to be there no more. Okay, great. So out of the Anthony Davis deal, you ended up getting Zion Williamson. You lucked into Zion Williamson. And in the Anthony Davis deal, you not only did you luck into Zion Williamson with the first pick, but then you traded for Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
All-star player.
4 moves so far.
So you had Anthony Davis, he came and went. Jrue Holiday, he came and went. You had Zion Williamson. It looks like he's about to come and go. Brandon Ingram, he looks like he's about to come and go.
It's a fact.
How are you botching so much talent? How do you botch so much talent? You're the Pelicans. Literally, think about it like this: the Pelicans in the last decade have drafted 2 of the most monumental players you could ever draft. How many playoff series they have to show for it? 2.
And it's been I'm gonna go back to this. It's been under 10 years. So that means you fumbled the bag.
You're fumbling the bag as you're going.
Oh shit.
You bring in David Griffin, and you think that David Griffin's gonna change his life around, and look, and he's just fucking everything up even more. So you brought a guy in because you thought he was good at his job. No, sir. When you are of the LeBron James tree, we taking that with a grain of salt.
Facts.
You built a championship team for LeBron. No, LeBron built it.
Right. No,
LeBron built it. I'm not giving you no job. LeBron built it.
Look at your boy. Tyronn Lue.
But Tyronn Lue's a damn good coach.
I love Tyronn Lue.
But you see, here's the thing. Like you see, like Tyronn Lue is a perfect thing, right? Because Tyronn Lue won them the chip, and then obviously he gets let go, whatever, because they thought it was a LeBron thing. He goes to LA, he's chilling, taking the back seat. I'm maxing. Assistant coach, I'm chilling. Feel me? Oh, Doc Rivers is out. We right here. Like, nah, this is your job now. You know, it was a reason why Brooklyn wanted him too.
Facts.
Kyrie wasn't vouching for him for no reason. So
bro.
now he's coaching the Clippers, and in 1 year he got him farther than Doc Rivers ever did. With Kawhi hurt. Tyronn Lue's a damn good coach.
Is that say something about Doc?
Yes, it says something about Doc. Doc get more overrated by the year, bro. By the year, Doc Rivers by the year just gets more overrated as a coach.
About the side note, when we get to the Philly situation, I have a big issue with the organization and Doc Rivers with that.
Facts, man. And we're gonna get to that. But it's like, you know, when the organization is like, when you have bum organizations like the Clevelands, like the Sacramentos, like the Minnesotas, and even up until now, like before now, like even like the New York Knicks at a point in time, they couldn't get out their own way.
Yeah.
You know, when you have shit show organizations like that, yeah, you're gonna spend forever not in the playoffs because you're not getting it right.
Knicks had Marvy, Melo.
They only had 3 playoff appearances to show for it, and when they were gone, they weren't drafting right. Even I love Ntilikina. I wish he panned out. But he was the 8th pick.
I wish he did too.
He was the 8th pick of the draft. The names that went behind him would make your heart break.
Oh yeah. This shit was shattered. Like
Kevin Knox. He was the 9th pick or the 8th or 9th pick. Man, if I tell you the players that were drafted behind him, bro, I want to off myself.
Bro. No, for real. That's why
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went after him.
Right.
And that's the guy I want on the Knicks now.
Bro, if he was oh my god.
So that just goes to show.
I'd be a Knicks fan if SGA was Knicks, bro.
You know, but you know, it's that kind of stuff. So you kind of hope that but the players have to understand that when you go into shit show organizations, sometimes you gotta be on your Jordan time. Jordan wasn't playing that shit with the Bulls. I want to win. I'm not tanking.
Right.
I'm about winning, bro. I'm not doing this tanking shit.
Sir.
So I don't want to hear about y'all trying to tank y'all odds to get this best. No, you have your player right here. Put people around me. Let's win.
Right.
And the rest is history. You know, some guys have that attitude. Some guys don't.
I feel like D Fox. It's not even him. It's also about conditioning. Like I feel like in this NBA, the conditioning it's not about like competition.
No, it's about getting your money.
Right.
About getting your money.
And I'm just like, okay, I understood.
The guys that you know, that really, you know, it's very hard to find guys like Giannis. Like Giannis came in as a frail kid, 18-year-old frail ass kid. Nobody really knew. Like people didn't really have high hopes for him. Like when he was drafted, if you would have said that this kid was gonna be top 75 all the time, they probably would have laughed at you.
Been like, yeah. All right.
You know, but
I would have been
he's busting his ass every year. Now he's top 75 all the time, and he has one of the greatest resumes you can have at 26. He has a lot of people in the top 75's entire career at 26. Just saying, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It just depends. It's like when you're a kid getting drafted. Like I hope that Cade is willing to embrace. Understand it's gonna be a long road, but it's gonna work out. Like I'm gonna bring Detroit basketball back to relevancy.
Lonzo, take a page out of Lonzo page. That's one young cat that I respect to the T, bro. He done already been on 3 teams, bro.
Yeah, word.
3 teams. He's only 23?
20. He's not even 24 yet. Yeah.
Like sheesh.
He's already been on 3 teams.
And you keep your mind in that shit.
Yeah, bro.
You just keep my shit going.
Fact. And a lot of people saying, you know, having to deal, you know, oh, your brother's better than you and stuff like that. And he still comes in and does his thing, and he's still a productive player. His brother is better than him. His brother is better than him. Because his brother got a bigger bag. His brother got a bigger bag with the offense. That's why.
And I feel like his brother a little more wiry.
Yes.
Like Lonzo's a little like it's like I don't know how to explain that shit. He's more like
LaMelo. Like how can I say, like Lonzo is more textbook, LaMelo is more free. LaMelo plays a careless brand of basketball. And I'm not saying careless like he's making his team worse. But careless, like he plays free.
Right.
I'm dribbling the ball free. I'm coming off I'm shooting this 3 free. Like, I'm good. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Right.
I miss? Right. That's cool. What's the worst that can happen when I make this pass? A turnover? Nah, it's cool. Feel me? And that's why he's so fun to watch. Cause the kid, he just has it to him. Like, he just has I'm me. I'm have fun. You could tell that. You could tell that LaMelo Ball has a lot of fun playing basketball.
I love seeing players like that. We're like, it's cool. I'm not a methodical ass dude, but I get my work in. Of course, it's just not the way you do.
He plays a lot. He's still very instinctive.
Right.
He just very. Oh well.
I love that shit.
Feel me? But with that said, I think we could get to the point where we're talking about some, real shit. So we could definitely touch upon that light skinned kid in Philadelphia, and Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Yeah. So
let's do it.
We'll be right back, and we're gonna talk about some crazy topics.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Man. So while we were gone, Ben Simmons just decided I'm not playing basketball no more. Like, I can't deal with it. Like, I just don't want to be here.
Facts.
They don't want me here. I don't want to be here. This, that, and the third. No funny. I need your opinion on that. Like, honestly, he made me livid as a human being. Like, he got me mad. He really got me mad. Like, so, I need your opinion on that.
As a professional, Ben Simmons, you wrong. You wrong every way you slice that shit. But I'll just say this for those as an analogy. If you working for somebody and you busting your ass, you work, what I'm saying? You all right, cool, you may not be doing certain things right, but you working and you busting your ass. And you go hear your manager talk some shit about you as opposed to saying, "Nah, that's my man, like that's my employee, bro, chill out." Would you want to still show up at work? And that's how I feel with the Ben Simmons shit. When Doc Rivers has said you can't win a championship with this thing. Like, bro.
Yo,
what?
Yo, what's my thing? What's my thing, like, about the whole, I get it, like, a lot of people feel that same way. Like, the organization did him dirt. Here's my take on that. You see how you just said, like, if you busting your ass, you hear your man, Ben Simmons not busting his ass. Like, he's gotten worse since he's been drafted. So he's gotten worse. So he's not busting his ass. Like it's been 4 or 5 years he's been in the league, and he still doesn't, like, he was shooting jump shots before. Now he doesn't shoot now. Like, he's regressed so much. He's regressed as a basketball player. Now you're gonna sit there and look at it like, oh, he still averages 18 and shit. No, we don't care about that. Like, you saying, like listen, boy's averaging like 13, 14 points. Like, he's not a point guard, bro. Like, he's not. I've been saying it. Like, if he played the power forward spot, he'd be a lot better. But he's not a power. He doesn't play power forward. He wants to play a point guard. He hasn't gotten better. Nah. Doc Rivers ain't lie. Can't win with him. At the end of the day, if you turn the corner, you turn around, you about to go for a dunk, and you see Trae Young there, and you pass the ball up, bro. This is a problem. Trae Young is 6 feet. You're 6'10". My boy just. What is he gonna do? Touch your stomach? The ball already up here. Just go. You pass the ball up. Boy, you're not ready for Showtime. You're not ready for Showtime. And he been in the playoffs every year since he started playing. Yeah. And he's never been ready for Showtime. No. Never, ever in his life been ready for Showtime.
You say that. Now, I'm not gonna, like, defend Ben Simmons' work ethic. Nah. But I understand that concept of, like, all right, like, I'm trying. And y'all niggas just, like, that's how you're supposed to be defending, not defending me, but like
I understand, like, like, don't trash me.
That's it.
I get it. Don't trash me.
That's it.
But, like, this motherfucker really walking around just chilling.
Now that is
he's just chilling. Now, you think Joel Embiid just chilling?
Think I got issues too. Think I'm hurt. I'm back. This, that.
Joel Embiid he's not just chilling. He's working on his game. That's why he wanted to. If he's not the best center in the league, he's the second best center in the league.
Jokic, bro.
Him and Jokic. Tick for tack. There's a reason why he worked hard. Right. He worked hard. Yeah, he deals with his little injuries, whatever, cool. But like Joel Embiid work hard. So it's just like you have players on your team that work. Even a guy like Seth Curry, look at how far he's come. Look at these dudes on your team that have come far.
Really far.
That work their asses off. You don't work your ass off.
Steph Curry, I know he's Steph Curry's little brother, but bro, before he transferred to Duke, he was at Liberty University, bro. Right.
He came into the league, he was a no-name. Literally bouncing around teams, bro. Like, no funny. Then he got to Dallas, had his little run. Feel me? Like, and then he started figuring it. Then he went to Portland, had his playoff moment.
A lot of facts.
He went to Portland, had his playoff moment, went back to Dallas, because Dallas knew what type of time he was on. And he was getting paid. Now he's a legit role player on a playoff contender. Like
DJ Barea type shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, he's just working hard. Like, you see that and you don't want to work hard, bro. Like, you done play with guys like TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell had to scrap his joint out the mud to be a role player in this league.
Out the mud.
Out the mud, and he's one, and now he's fake a household name amongst role players. Like, you know who TJ McConnell is when he plays. He's on Indy. Like, when you see TJ McConnell playing, like, okay, look at TJ.
Right.
He mad annoying. He mad annoying. So it's like, you see that and you don't want to work hard, bro. Like, it's cause you got the Ben Simmons fan club committee thinking that he always right.
And it's true. That's another thing too.
Got the Ben Simmons fan club saying, "Oh, he's good. I would trade for him. He's a good player. He plays defense. Who cares if you play defense, bro? That's all you do. You better do that because that's all you do."
I'd rather you know how to lead people than be like, I know how to play. Like, you know how to play defense. I'd rather that. Your strong suit
like,
to
bro,
lead.
That's the least you can do. And listen, at the end of the day, like, bro, like Ben Simmons, like, he just gets too much credit. Like, that dude gets too much credit.
I get you.
That's the problem. I don't like my problem with Ben Simmons that, yo, bro, you get a lot of credit for shit that you don't do. You play defense, wonderful. You want to know? You know what's funny? Let's talk about Ben Simmons. Because he's such a talent.
Yeah.
Such a talent, right? Really good basketball player. Niggas is wilding if they don't like Ben. Let me tell you something about Ben Simmons. He can't shoot. He's never going to shoot.
Nope.
Because you could see it, the way that he plays, the way he releases his shot is broken. He's broken. Think of Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. It is broken. It's not fixing. It's done. Yeah, it's done. He's even like, you guys are chewing up the pro-am games. Yeah, you can make it when you're not taking the game serious, when the defenders aren't taking you that serious.
I gotta stop with the summer off-season shit.
I'm tired of seeing those videos. I'm tired of seeing Ben Simmons shoot threes and them damn shits. Because I'm like, when real NBA defense is on you, you're not doing that. You hold the ball in your hand at the top of the key, you're not doing nothing. Not even putting the ball on the floor. Let's really talk about, you 6'10", you're supposed to rebound.
Right.
You 6'10", rebound. He's such a great passer. No, bro. He's a great transition passer. Right. He can pass in transition. He's really good when the pace is fast. He's really good. In the half court, he's not the same level passer.
That's why the playoffs, the nigga don't do shit.
Exactly, because he cannot play in the half court. Yeah, you're such an elite passer, but listen, Jason Kidd could pass in the half court. Rondo could pass in the half court. Lonzo could pass in the half court. Right. Feel me? In the half court setting, I could still make these passes.
Right.
They put Ben Simmons as 10 best passes ever, like, right, in his career so far. 7 of them were in transition. 2 of them were off a broken play, and 1 of them was a nice half court pass. I mean, a half court setting pass.
What does that tell you?
The guy is good in transition and in broken plays. Right. He's not good actually running an offense. I wish people would see that. Yeah. I wish people would see that.
It's just
of course, he can create threes for people. He is 6'10".
Right.
If he has a head full of steam, you're gonna stop him from trying to get a layup. Easy pass to the corner.
Drawing kick.
Nah, that's it. He plays such a nursery style basketball, bro, and people chew it up. And people chew it up.
You, I ain't gonna lie, I'm with you.
Chew it up. He's so good. No, he's not.
My only issue, right? And it's not. I mean, it's not about Ben Simmons. It's about the organization. Like I said, like, all right, that's a fact. But bro, when we have our issues, don't put them out for the world.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
That's my only, like, you write everything. That's a big fact.
Because with that being said, how you saying is true. Because Doc said what he said about him after the game, and Joel Embiid said what he said about him after the game, and now you're trying to trade him, but it's like he has no value now.
Right.
And now you're saying, now you got to change up your words because you have to build up the value. Whereas if you would have just kept it in-house, you probably would have traded him already.
Exactly.
So I totally understand it. Now, all of a sudden, they, like, squashed it, apparently. Right. And now Joel Embiid is just telling the fans, oh, that's our brother. That's a lie.
That is, that bullshit.
Y'all don't fuck with each other.
That bullshit.
Y'all just have to build his trade value up. You have to say the right things now so he can play and show another team something.
That's what I'm like. And that's one thing like that I want people and players to notice, bro. Like, that's fine. Ben Simmons, you handling this shit wrong, but this is gonna come up again. And you don't wanna be around or in an environment or an organization where you don't feel like, nah, we gonna have fights. Like, prime example, the Lakers. You saw about Dwight and AD.
Yeah,
they got to that.
Yeah, they got a little scuffle.
The press conference came, yo, that's my boy. We squashed it. That's it. They probably still got some shit to do.
Yeah, they probably still got some shit.
But y'all niggas ain't gonna know that.
Yeah, but that's between us.
And that's all I really was saying.
That's between us.
Philly, truthfully.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I totally understand it. I just think both parties are wrong. But I think Ben Simmons could handle it a little bit better. Yeah, like because like you're gonna sit out. Right, you don't want to play the preseason games and stuff like that. You know, it's all that. But then you realize you're gonna lose a lot of money doing that. So now you want to come to practice because you don't want to lose your money. That's corny. And then so then you come to practice because you don't want to lose your money. And Doc Rivers asks you to run a drill and you don't want to do it. So now you just here like, nah, I'm just here for my bread. Oh, that's how we moving, right? Cool. Or we all huddled up and you behind the huddle and then they break and you just. So that's the type of time, you really think they squashed it? No. I don't know. No, they didn't squash nothing.
Would you be?
And B saying, "Oh, that is not your brother, bro." Y'all just have to build up his value, and y'all sending him on that first ship out. Exactly. That's it, and then we're gonna forget about it. That's it, right? But Ben Simmons, like, I be trying to tell people, like, I see right through that, bro. I've been saying the same thing about Ben Simmons since he's come out.
And you know what else? And this is one thing. This is before that all happened. I saw this. I don't know if I sent it to you, but I saw this stat line up with each year that Jaylen Brown has been in the league. He has steadily improved in every statistical category. You know, rebounds, points, assists, Ben Simmons shit. And then they talk about who's really working though.
Exactly.
Ben Simmons gets all the hype. But Jaylen Brown is busting his ass.
Because you got people like, oh, if we were to do if we were to redraft Ben Simmons in his draft class again, he'll go number 1. He's not better than Brandon Ingram. Where is he better than Brandon Ingram?
I'll take B.I. all day. Sorry.
B.I. all day.
Going to the cup.
Where is he better than Brandon Ingram? What has he shown in this league that says I'm better than Brandon Ingram?
Ingram can score. If you can score
everywhere,
right. If you can
he's a 3-level scorer. He's a 3-level scorer. He rebounds the ball a little bit, and now he has a little bit of playmaking in his bag. He has the length to defend. He's not Ben Simmons defensively. That's the one thing I'm always gonna give Ben Simmons. He can play defense. It's fine. You know, so Ingram is not him defensively, but he has the length for it. He can guard multiple positions and all that.
I'm teaching Ingram, play the lanes, bro. I'm getting you on
your
shit.
Yeah, play the lanes. Play the damn lanes. But you got like Ben Simmons is not better than no Brandon Ingram. No. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you have people just buying all that Ben Simmons stock. And it's like, bro, until he show me something else, bro, he's garbage to me. He's overpaid. Overpaid. Like, bro, he hasn't had no impact the way Prime Rondo did. And Prime Rondo was him.
Prime Rondo.
No jump shot. I could rebound a lot. I could pass a lot, and I could defend. And then the thing is that this nigga Rondo like 6'3". And he rebounded just as much as you.
And his shit broke.
His shit was broke. And the thing, and I always say this. I'm gonna say this. It's not about you being able to shoot or you should be in chips. Right. I get it. Because Giannis, it should not chips. Or at least last year it wasn't chips. But when it was time to step up, he was knocking them shits down.
I'm shooting it.
I'm shooting it.
I don't care.
That's the difference. When Rondo had that 44-point game against Miami in the playoffs, he was laying it fly. He was laying it fly, bro. I'm popping this 3. Gangster.
Nah, whenever Rondo hit 3s, I get hyped, bro.
He was knocking them down light, chips, nothing but net. I'm like, Rondo really acting different in this playoff game. Ben Simmons don't even do that. Nope. Ben Simmons don't even give you that. Like, you could tell he don't work on nothing. You could tell he not working on his game. That's nothing. Fact, he got no post game.
None.
No jump shot. No nothing. You could tell he just comes in.
But you know he do got, my son do got the good vernacular spectacular. He with a little model jump.
Yeah, you could tell this kid only played basketball because he was good at it. That's it. That's all he did. Like he played basketball to get girls. He wasn't playing basketball because he played basketball to get girls. Like, oh yeah, I play for the Sixers, and I make a lot of money.
I ain't gonna lie.
But how good are you? Like, I made All NBA a couple years back. I'm gonna live off that. Ben Simmons,
he like a young Darren Williams. Cause Darren Williams just called it. Like,
I mean, it was injuries though. I like yo, but even a guy like Darren just used to deal with like Shaq used to critique him a lot because he thought he dribbled too much. But it's like, damn, nigga, you can't guard me. Like I'm gonna go like this for 24 seconds because I'm gonna catch you.
Facts.
Like I'm gonna hit you with this killer crossover and I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna make it.
Will had a step back like James Harden. That shit would be. I'd be scared to guard someone like that, bro.
Like Darren Williams, I don't even want to run off on that tangent. He was my first ever favorite player. Like I love Darren Williams to death. I love Darren Williams to death. But enough about Ben Simmons because it gets me mad. Like just talking about him right now just gets me so mad.
Bro.
But like I want to talk like because I feel like you could like shed some light on this Kyrie Irving situation too. You know what I'm saying? Because you big on the overall world and stuff like that. So like obviously he's not vaccinated, doesn't plan on getting vaccinated. So he's not gonna play.
Right.
Brooklyn he's not gonna play for Brooklyn. Right. Brooklyn doesn't want him there so long as he's not vaccinated. How do you feel about that?
Truthfully, I'm with Kyrie, y'all. You know why? I'm gonna keep it real. So I was talking to my boss the other day and they were trying to say, like, Kyrie's going the Muhammad Ali route. And like, don't compare him to Muhammad Ali. And I said, hold on, time out, listen. Each generation is not going to be as strong as it once was because things are easier for us. Like,
yeah.
Think about it. We got fucking phone in your hand. You can figure out anything in 2 seconds. I'm saying, so with that being said, I was saying that maybe Kyrie is that for our generation. Of course, it's not going to be as heavy, because we're not in like super like civil rights times and things like that. But at the same time, as he was saying, you gotta take a stand for something, bro. And this is with him, it doesn't make any logical sense. It wasn't in his contract when he signed, even in the contract that they're trying to give him, it's not in it. So I don't understand. It's not on the contract, so I don't have to do anything. I'm saying, so I get that.
I totally understand it. It's a weird thing, but it's like this is one of the situations like neither party is wrong. Kyrie doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do, and I respect it. The man's about let's say he really goes full throttle with this, he's gonna lose $17.5 million. But something tells me that that's what he's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna suit up for the year. I don't think he's gonna do it. I was talking to somebody at the store earlier in the week, and I told him like my gut feeling is that he's not gonna play this year and he's gonna retire right after. That's my gut feeling. I don't think he's gonna play basketball again because basketball's not his first priority.
Right.
He doesn't care about that.
And to be honest, that was I was watching the whole Stephen A. J. Williams thing, and I'm not saying Stephen A. you wrong. But I respect and I big ups to Jay Williams for stepping up and not allowing that narrative to be pushed. Because Stephen A. was kind of saying that what Kyrie's doing is dumb, selfish. And it's like, wait, time the fuck out. Ain't nothing dumb or selfish about my decision. And stop doing that. There's so many other players that talk about, but you want to push me into being such a selfish person. Stop. That was the one thing I would say, like, I ain't like that shit. With Stephen A. and shit. Like, Stephen A.
Stephen A. I like I told you before we started shooting. Like I don't really listen to the ESPN guys no more because I just feel like they be chatting the chat. Like Kyrie has his rights to do whatever the hell he want, and if he doesn't want to get vaccinated, that's cool. And I respect Brooklyn for saying, hey, listen, if you're not gonna get vaccinated, then we don't want you at the practices or the games because and then everybody was saying, oh, that's fucked up from Brooklyn to do that. I'm like, it's not fucked up because think about it. So theoretically speaking, he could play 41 games, the road games. He could play the road games. That's fine. But why? Think about it from a basketball perspective. Why would I have you practicing? Why would I have you practicing and playing just road games?
Right. That's wild.
It doesn't make sense. So why would I do that to Patty Mills? Why would I take away first team reps from Patty Mills, who's gonna play the games? He's gonna play every game so long as he's not hurt. For a guy that's not, you're not gonna play every game. You know what I'm saying? Patty Mills could be getting your reps, building chemistry with KD, Harden, and all them boys.
So would you put him as a sixth man or something like that?
Nah, that's what I was kind of thinking, because maybe Brooklyn was be like, we'll play you in the road games and you could be like a sixth man or something, because at the end of the day, like, 41 games of Kyrie is probably better than 82 games of, like,
anybody, bro.
A lot of people on your bench. But
fucking Bruce
I respect Brooklyn for being like, listen, I'm not gonna fuck up my team chemistry just because you want to play 41 games instead of 82.
I understand.
So I respect it. So for me, neither side is wrong, and I just don't think Kyrie. I don't think either side is gonna blink.
Nope.
I think Brooklyn's gonna hold firm, unless New York City runs a different mandate.
Right.
And I think that Kyrie is gonna stand firm, so long as New York City don't change their mandate.
And I'm not there yet, but as a man who has millions, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm just wealthy, but Kyrie probably has a different perspective on money. You know what I mean? So
Probably.
Those who are talking about, oh my God, you're gonna lose money. Well, bro,
He probably don't care about it.
I got a different perspective now. So
and he probably like, bro, I have enough. Like he probably one of those dudes that's like, bro, I make $35 million this year. I lose 17. I still have 17. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I put it like this, bro. I know Kyrie not dumb because
he's not
TV show, but he had an episode on like a house, like HGTV house stuff, Heist Channel, and he like redesigned his pop's crib.
Like Kyrie's he gives me like the way that he's acting. He gives me like, bro, I could live my life chilling right now. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't have to play basketball. Like, that's not what I live for, and I respect it, because you know there's things bigger than the sport. So I be trying to tell people, you guys just be talking about basketball accolades and all this extra shit in terms of who's just the better player. That don't matter. Sometimes you got to understand these guys are regular human beings. They regular dudes. Right. They're regular guys. So when we speak about them as regular guys, that should be okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kyrie Irving, if he never plays another game again, that's fine.
He never play a game again. This man, first ballot Hall of Famer. You got it or not?
First ballot is crazy. I think he can make
another game.
I think he'll make it someday. I don't know about first ballot, but he'll make it someday. I think he's just too popular. I mean, then again, if Tracy McGrady's in it, then Kyrie should be in it. But fuck it, that's neither here or there. I'm gonna save my T-Mac slander for another day.
Yo.
I really don't understand the whole big deal about T-Mac, but fuck it. But yeah, like maybe like, you know, if Kyrie never plays another game again, he's gonna be happy with the decision, and if he's happy with the decision, why can't I be?
Exactly.
If he's happy with it, then why can't I be happy for him?
Hey,
feel me? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge Kyrie fan, but I respect what he's doing.
You know what's funny? I'm with you. I'm like, Kyrie on the court to me is more liability because of what we talked about last year. This nigga, like, he just do too much.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if he never played with LeBron James, then we probably just looking at him like another guy.
Playing with LeBron taught him how to play off ball.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if he never played with LeBron James, we just probably looking at him as like, oh, okay, great. Like, just an empty career.
I feel like as a guard, if you get like Steph Curry, boom, you get Richard Hamilton, fucking Klay Thompson. If you get that off-ball skill set, and then you
already have the on-ball vibe.
It's over. It's
like,
over, bro.
You're just it's like over. A deadly human being. And that's why he went 50, 40, 90 last year with 25 points per game.
Right.
So that's how you do that, because you have the on-ball, and then you're just as deadly off-ball as on-ball, which is crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, but it is what it is. I think that it's something that, you know, if you're the Nets, you don't want to go through this. I get it, because now they're in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Yo. Every day they're in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Now you got KD, Harden having to talk about Kyrie when they just want to talk about basketball.
It was a good point that my man's. Yo, they said, listen, bro. KD is going through LeBron syndrome. And what I mean by that is This is the first time this year KD got to put the team on his back. Like, dead ass. Like, you got to put these niggas on your back. James Harden not going to be really, really ready to rock coming out the gate. I see it already. That's fine. But these first few weeks and months, KD got to put this team on his back. Well,
he went for a triple-double yesterday.
Hey.
So, if anybody's capable, it's him.
I think he could do it.
Yeah, anybody's capable is Durant. Durant's just, like I said, it's just like that's a guy that just doesn't do any wrong on the court. So, but it's just some shit that, Brooklyn probably didn't want to deal with this shit at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? But to me, there's no wrongs. Like, there's no wrongs. It's just, it is what it is. Amen to that. But, with that said, like, we jump off this topic and then let's talk about what we want to see this season.
Bro, I want to see Brooklyn versus Milwaukee, round 1.
Off the jump?
Like, because the winner of that is going to be the winner of the Eastern Conference Finals, for sure.
They probably whoever come out the East gonna win the chip. That's just how I'm feeling.
Atlanta too. I want to see Atlanta. Can they stay where they're at? They're not gonna go past where they went last year. Come on, let's be real,
man.
But it'll be dope to see they
for whoever saw my standings on my Instagram and on my Twitter. You already saw who I have 4th. Y'all already know my first round looking like. Again, it's a rematch, and trust me, it's not gonna look alright for Trey this time around. It's over. It's over now. It's over now. You saw. If whoever saw it. The Knicks is hosting the round again. Respectfully, we got Kemba now. We got Fournier now. We got shooters now. What you think? It's no hiding Trae Young no more. We on your ass.
See that episode? I don't really watch wrestling like that no more. But Trae Young was on.
Yeah. He's really. They really trying to. They really trying to paint Trae Young as this villain right now, and I'm all for it, bro. Cause we gonna bust your ass, bro. I'm telling you, like, I want to see Atlanta so bad. I can't wait till Christmas Day, cause I want to see Atlanta so bad, bro. Cause we really gonna do him greasy. We gonna grease him, bro. We really are. I know we are. We gonna grease him. Y'all really trying to play.
Trey.
Kemba Walker about to have 40 on your ass.
Hopefully, bro. Kemba,
come on, y'all.
I need Kemba to come back and bro, please. You're my cousin, bro.
It's over. Like, listen. At the end of the day, it's not last year's team no more, Atlanta. We gonna bust your ass.
Is Mitch back?
Mitch back. Oh yeah. It's looking spooky.
Defense lit.
And he 280 now. He's Yak now, bro.
Came back.
There's no pushing him around no more, bro. Wait till he get his conditioning up, bro. I'm telling you, it's over. It's clips for him and Clint Capella, respectfully.
But
Derrick Rose about to have his way with that bench, bro. Respectfully, niggas not stopping.
Why my client was like, he said, I don't know why John Collins doing the interview like he nice. You ain't shit. I started crying.
He making $125 million to average 13 and 7. No, bro, you paying the wrong guys. Respectfully, we see right through y'all. Y'all offering y'all gave Kevin Huerter that little bread. It's whatever, bro. I want to see what it's looking like with RJ Barrett gone to him now.
Right.
Y'all, he had Jason Tatum in jail. 7 of 30. He had Jason Tatum shooting an alarm clock, nigga. Niggas be waking up at 7:30. He had him 7 for 30. Light. What are you talking about? Jail.
I give it to him for that.
Jail, bro. I want to see what Herder gonna do or Bogdanovich gonna do. We on your ass, bro. It's not none of that. Julius Randle is that. He's that guy, bro. He's that guy.
Here to stay. Consistency.
He's that guy.
Let's go.
People telling, the all NBA was a fluke. I fluke this. That's a real bowler right there. Y'all playing around, bro. He came where Kobe was playing at. He took Kobe's words serious. It's not none of that no more, bro.
I wish I could have played with Kobe.
It's not none of that no more. The Knicks coming out the East, respectfully. Y'all heard it. They coming out the East. Tom Thibodeau gonna win Coach of the Year again. What we doing? Derrick Rose gonna win 6th Man of the Year, bro.
Take one.
Derrick Rose gonna win 6th Man of the Year. RJ Barrett gonna win Most Improved.
This is the take of 2021.
Julius Randle gonna win MVP.
This is the take of 2021 right here.
What are we doing? Defensive Player of the Year, Mitchell Robinson. Respectfully, that's what we doing. Like, it's just no way around it. Like, it's no way around this no more. Like, New York is here to stay. Y'all see how they acting outside? One game.
Nah, that's a
one
fact.
game. Y'all don't.
So in this game, I was like, wait, what?
Yo, listen. I'm gonna be on Side Talk NYC. I'm giving it up over there too. I'm gonna be on Side Talk NYC. They're not ready for me.
Listen,
all them and them guys is funny as hell too. The people that they be getting on Side Talk NYC, wilding at the Knicks games. Watch, I'm gonna do it. They playing around.
I'm gonna lie. Knicks win anything.
Yo, don't.
My whole chest
don't let like y'all think that last year was a fluke. It ain't none of that. We not playing with no more food, bro. It's done for that. It's done
and
for.
Tibbs got the young cats that want to play.
Tibbs got these guys hungry. Look at that. You tell me Tibbs got RJ Barry looking like an all NBA defender respectfully, and he guarding your toughest player. You tell me.
Right.
You tell me. Oh, everybody, y'all still giving out RJ slander for what? Y'all look stupid. Y'all look dumb because y'all don't want to admit it. The Knicks is here, boy. I'm telling you, don't do that.
Yes, they are.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. No, when you see the Knicks, circle your calendars respectfully, especially Atlanta, bro, because we coming for you respectfully. We doing that.
Atlanta?
I don't know if they play
Christmas.
I don't know. Maybe their first game against Atlanta is Christmas. I know that Christmas Day is the first time Trey comes back to the Garden. So maybe we playing Atlanta before that, but he comes back to the Garden on Christmas Day.
Ice Trey on Christmas
Day. And listen, I already said it out. I want his head on a stick. Christmas Day. I want Trey Young's head on a stick. I want Atlanta to lose. I need Trey Young to understand that. Listen, you Reggie Miller now. We dead don't like you no more. we dead don't like you.
True.
We want to bust your ass, kid.
You made your
bones, you want to be Reggie Miller, now you got it. We gonna grease you the same way. We gonna grease you the same way Patrick was greasing him. Don't do that.
Bones,
you had your moment. That was last year's playoff series. That was when Reggie Miller eliminated Patrick Ewing.
Facts.
But Patrick Ewing had his number.
It's true.
Respectfully, and we about to have yours. It's clip for that.
Amen.
It's over for that, bro.
Let me see. Anything else? I would like. I mean, it would be nice to see the Lakers win the chip, but I don't believe they will.
To get you, I want them to get Carmelo Anthony right. Get that man a ring on his finger.
One time,
but I don't think they're gonna win either. I don't think they're gonna win either. They too old. They too old.
They too old, and their perimeter defense sucks. Their perimeter defense sucks, bro. And that is bad. In this day and age, your perimeter D needs to be slightly better than your interior D. Slightly. Or vice versa. I'm saying?
You have to defend the perimeter unless you got Gobert down there.
Like Brooklyn. Brooklyn's biggest issue this season is interior defense. The Bucks showed that. Nigga, Connaughton was going to the rack.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you know what I'm saying?
What?
You have to have good perimeter defense unless you have Rudy Gobert down there. For me, if you don't have Rudy Gobert down there, you got to defend.
But you got Dwight.
Yeah, but Dwight not Rudy Gobert no more.
Nah.
He's older now. Like, Gobert literally, the Jazz are really only that good on defense because Gobert is so frightening in the paint. Like, so the guys are coming into the basket, they see Gobert there and they turn around. They have a whole like video on YouTube of just like guards penetrating the paint and Gobert shows up and they just U-turn. Because he's so intimidating, bro. Like, so it's intimidating. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Gobert never leads the league in blocks. So he understands, like, I know when to get my blocks, and I know when I just gotta put my hands up.
That's real shit, bro.
So it's not all about like Miles Turner. He leads the league in blocks. Yeah, he averaged 3.4. When Hassan Whiteside would lead the league in blocks, the reason why they not defensive player of the year is because you get in your blocks, but you're not stopping the other team really. You know what I mean?
It's because you said the nigga name, bro. Hold on. I was watching the I forgot but D-Wade was talking about how. Did you remember that Miami gave Hassan Whiteside $90 million? $90
mil, bro. Gave him $90 million.
Can I get a contract, please?
They handing out free money.
Bro, I will do way better than that. Like, what? Bro.
Just be like that, bro.
It's because you said his name.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can see how you could rack up blocks, but that don't mean that your defense is like top notch. Like Gobert knows how to patrol the paint. He knows how to patrol the paint.
Wait, what about DJ? I forgot they got DJ.
DeAndre Jordan's old too.
Old too, yeah.
If he ain't pan out in Brooklyn, he not gonna pan out in LA. He just gonna take up some minutes.
While my boy was like, yo, he thought he said to me, we had a low key argument. And he was like, DeAndre Jordan's a part of the Brooklyn Big Three. I said, bro, you wildin'. I love the fact that you wildin'. No. And I barely give it to him in when he was with the Clippers because, bro, the fuck
you getting fed.
Right.
Yeah, it's slow for that, bro.
You were saying about AM.
Yeah, like you getting fed. Like you not like elite class. Like look at like even Gobert. Like he gets fed all the time. So even then, like come playoff time, you face the Clippers and you get exposed.
Right.
And it's because you get exposed. Now you look unplayable because you're not good on offense.
Right.
That's how it works. But man, fuck it. Let's wrap it up. We'll come back with the closing message real quick.
Be right back.
Ah, man, we at the end, but I just want to say, we're back.
Yes,
we're back. We're off of our hiatus, and I'm happy to be off of that hiatus. And we're not just coming back. We're not just coming back and just giving out pod, every 2 weeks. We want to like turn it up. One of the ideas is gonna happen is that whether if we kick it off we're gonna kick it off this week. How about that one? We're gonna kick it off this week. We're gonna choose some of the marquee games throughout the week. We're gonna watch it with y'all, and we're gonna talk about it with y'all on our social media.
Yes, sir.
Get on the live, talk about it.
Should be fun.
It's gonna be real fun. Tune into that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be an every week thing.
You get to see us in our
in our analyst bag at the crib. Sitting there, just watching the game, talking shit about the game. That's what we gonna do. Right. So we coming back with something a little extra. We apologize for going on hiatus, but real life becomes real life.
That should be.
And I know y'all understand, but we're back, and we're back for y'all.
Yes,
we coming back better than ever. Season 2 about to be a movie.
Bro, stronger than ever.
A movie.
Stronger than ever.
So with that said, listen, guys, for sure, this was fun. It was fun to get back, and we got nothing but content for y'all moving forward.
We just getting started.
We just getting started. It feels like the rookie year again.
It is.
Feels like rookie season again.
Sophomore slump. That's what they say, right?
we freshman slumped.
Right? OD. Freshmen. Listen. They didn't tell us
we bounce it back. We bounce it back. Like,
for real, man.
You know what I'm saying? But with that said, guys, we look forward to giving y'all the pod every 2 weeks. We're gonna give y'all some content throughout the course of those 2 weeks, so y'all not just waiting every 2 weeks. So, with that being said,
listen, bro.
We're back.
And it's all about, I got one little message for everyone out there. If you haven't given yourself the grace, bro, give yourself that grace. Cause listen, man, one of my friends told me, and I didn't even realize it should be. We going on 2 years with this whole pandemic type thing.
Back.
And I'm like, wow. And I have not given my own self bro, you not the same person you were last year. Not even the year before that that. And that's what's up. So give yourself that grace. Because you working and you striving to be your best self, bro.
Facts. We back. Peace.